I walked into the bunker and she was just there.
I saw you die.
I was saved.
I think it's important that we embrace the miracles.
She was dead, now she's not.
It's time travel for you. Tell me, who are you? Prometheus.
He's proving to me that I will destroy myself and everyone close to me.
This is getting good.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. New Arrow footage, let's break it down. We got Black Siren, we got Prometheus, they tease more Kovar heavy flashbacks, and they even have some Donald Trump jokes that'll be happening in the flashbacks that I'll explain. So there is a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway, yay, everything's back. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a Flash, Arrow, DC related comment on this video. Winners are always announced at the end of videos. Be sure to click that bell to enable alerts so that you don't miss anything. I love the tip from Wild Dog. This is getting good. So this is really like the Black Siren trailer with Prometheus. There's also some Russia flashback stuff that I'll address because the producers were talking about Kovar, Dolph Lundgren's character, how he's going to be huge in the back half of the season. So let's start with the Black Siren stuff first though. So they're all questioning who are you? And then there's the reveal. So you see a couple different versions of Katie Cassidy. You see the first version that was from the end of episode 9 where she's just like, I've been saved. And then they all seem like they believe that it's time travel, some flashpoint twist. But then later they cut all the footage of everything exploding, her using the canary cry to blow up everything all over the place. You actually see her use it a couple different times in the episode. The other really big WTF one is blowing up the Black Canary statue. So there's like an explosion coming from this side of the screen, but then you see the sonic scream coming from the other side. So there's just crazy shit happening. Wild Dog is not lying. This is definitely getting good. I wasn't really happy when they killed the character off, but I understand how they sort of needed to soft reboot that version of Laurel just because they drug her through the mud so much. So there just wasn't that many places left to take her, and she wasn't a metahuman, so they couldn't do real Black Canary. So there are a lot of different ways that they could use her going forward. It just depends on which version they want to go with and how they want to either redeem or throw this character in the mud, make her a villain for the rest of the run. They've already been picked up for season 6, so she'll definitely be back for season 6, and Katie Cassidy will be back. So you have to remember that sometimes when she comes back, she plays Laurel in flashback, she plays different versions of the character. So I'm totally happy if they continue to do it that way. But they haven't really said how many more episodes this season she's going to be in and what's going to happen next season. Because if she's not going to be a series regular, I really just want to see her come back and they'll use her for metahuman Black Canary stories. Even if it's Black Siren, just turn good. So it just depends on how this all plays out. But right now, Black Siren is very much an evil character. The way they cut the text into the trailer, the things you saw, it's all part of the deception. They cut that with Billy's death, but because this is the Black Siren episode, that plays into the Prometheus arc. So in the way he set up Oliver to kill Billy, he's also setting up this Black Siren twist. So somehow he's connected to Black Siren. Either he broke her out of the pipeline prison, or there is some Flashpoint stuff happening here. The producers were kind of vague on how Flashpoint would affect things. They'll explain it in the episode, so no worries. It's just that there are very few ways for people to travel between Earths without the help of a Flash. Like, you can only travel through those little portals if you have somebody traveling at super speed. So without some crazy technology, there's no way Black Siren could come back from Earth 2. So it seems like she's been here this whole time. But the Prometheus stuff, I know people still want to believe that there's some other big twist. They're obviously going to be dealing with Talia al Ghul stuff in this episode too. That goes back to Russia. So I'm wondering how Kovar works into Talia al Ghul Prometheus stuff, because right now the Talia al Ghul stuff seems completely separate, but they always try to weave all the storylines together by the end of the season, so it'll all make sense. Like, you'll understand what Talia al Ghul is trying to do, what she'll be doing in present day, how that ties in with Prometheus, and what Kovar has to do with it all. But along those same lines, they did talk about the flashbacks because this is the last season of the flashbacks. They have a whole lot of Russia and Kovar, like you see him getting beat up in this basement down here. There'll be at least one episode that is almost entirely set in Russia that's a Kovar episode. I mean, you have Dolph Lundgren. Of course you're going to give him his own episode. They even teased that they were going to be making some sort of Trump Kovar joke because supposedly Trump gets a lot of money from Russia, so there's going to be this corrupt American businessman millionaire meeting with Kovar in a big flashback episode. They were like, make of that what you will, but they were trying to imply that they're going to be poking fun at Trump just a little bit. So when that happens, I'll totally point it out. But typically, they don't go after like real-life politicians because it kind of dates the show. Because Obama was only president for a certain period of time, so if they used him on the show and somebody was watching this in, say, like 10 years, then it wouldn't really make sense. So that's why Marvel, DC typically use fictional presidents when they do movies and TV shows. But it also tells you how they might use flashbacks in future seasons. So typically what they've done in the past is they've had this flashback storyline that runs concurrently with the present day storyline, so you typically get flashbacks in almost every single episode. But what it sounds like they're doing in the future is that they'll do flashbacks when they're necessary to provide context. So like if a really big character from Oliver's past showed up, they might do a big flashback to explain what they did in the past, how they met each other, but they're not going to do it in every single episode. So they're going to be a lot pickier about how they use flashbacks, which I think is good because sometimes the flashback storyline just drags on, but the Russia stuff has been great so far this season. You guys can let me know though, big Black Siren episode, how do you want them to use the character in Katie Cassidy going forward? There's a number of comic book ways to explain how they could do a new Black Canary, but like the other big thing is there's a new vigilante character that's going to be joining the show for at least a minor arc. I don't know how big a character she's going to be, but there's a lot of people that are wondering if she might be the new Black Canary because the producers are like, it's really hard to do a Green Arrow show without a Black Canary. So because the show's been picked up for season 6, they just make it seem like there will be some form of Black Canary in that season. Whether or not it's Katie Cassidy or somebody else, we have no idea. But also, don't forget that Katie Cassidy will also guest star on Legends of Tomorrow. Now, that's probably going to be part of Sarah's storyline, so it'll probably be Laurel instead of being Black Siren, but they haven't fully explained how that's going to work. The shows are all coming back next week, so my schedule will be a little bit different because Legends of Tomorrow is going to be on Tuesday nights, so this is my tentative schedule right now. This might change a little bit, but this is kind of what I'm expecting it to be between Tuesday and Thursday, at least until some other shows start coming back later in the year. Congratulations to the new Flash Ring giveaway winner, Minecraftful. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There was a new round that started in this video. If you guys didn't know, I'm alternating an Injustice giveaway with the Flash Ring giveaway. So that'll be in like all the DC videos, both Arrow and Flash and anything else for the movies too. So what's going to happen is they just confirmed a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie is going to be made by Sony, like a theatrical big movie. So I'm going to try to get that video out by later tonight. So we'll see if I can get 3 videos out today. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for the new Flash trailer and you can click here to rewatch the Injustice trailer. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.